I'd like to thank everybody for coming out today. And you notice there's a lot of department heads here, city council members, city administration folks who are here. And they're all here because of, we want to honor someone who has served us for so long. It's a milestone day in the city of Huntsville, and it's also a day of recognition and transition. Huntsville Fire Chief Michael K. Sublett, also known as Mike Sublett, is officially announcing his retirement on April 1st. And I asked him if this was an April Fool's thing. He said, no, this is for real. But Mike is going to retire after a distinguished 38-year career in public safety. And 38 years of giving back to the city of Huntsville, you couldn't ask anybody to do more. Chief Sublett joined Huntsville Fire and Rescue in 1975 as a firefighter under Mayor Joe Davis, and he's served here ever since. And I've been honored to have him in the leadership position as Interim Fire Chief for the past 3 years. Chief Sublett has worn many fire hats in the department. He's been served first as a firefighter. He served as a fire driver engineer, a fire inspector investigator, a fire captain, and later served as a division chief of public relations and communications before being promoted to deputy chief, and then served as the interim fire chief in 2009 through 2012. And I want to say, over the past 3 years, he's managed a department of over 400 people with a $28 million budget, and he's done it in a great fashion, and he's done an admirable job. Some of his achievements: he implemented a digital document management system which significantly improved the communication of policies and procedures within the department. He established heavy rescue and the high angle rescue teams. He completed the construction of fire station number 1, number 7, and number 18. He received grant funds for the hiring of 24 firefighters to staff Station 18. He received grant funds for the hiring of 18 firefighters to staff Fire Station number 19. And he's maintained the city's 3-9 public protection classification through the Insurance Service Office, which is known as ISO audit, which happened in 2011. You know, this rating system is very important to the community because it determines the cost of homeowners insurance for the citizens of Huntsville. He also received a grant to fund the purchase and installation of fixed station emergency power generators in the amount of $560,000. And we see how important that was during the April 27th tornadoes. Mike and his team also established the department's Honor Guard, Fire Explorer program, and the quartet known as the Fahrenheit. And if you never heard the Fahrenheit sing, you missed something. And he also obtained a $900,000 grant to fund the purchase of a new interoperable communication system. Mike Sublett has really been an outstanding public servant, and it's with great reluctance that we accept the chief's decision to retire. But after 30-some-odd years, you should have that right to retire. And the public, I don't know if the public ever fully understands the level of commitment and personal sacrifice it takes to serve. And that's a statement that deserves to be repeated. The public never has a chance to understand the level of commitment and the personal sacrifice it takes to serve and lead public safety. And he's done it for 30-some-odd years. In the last 3 years, he's done as head of that public safety sector we know as fire and rescue. Mike's one of the best, and while we're going to miss his leadership, we will continue to benefit from what he has established, the foundation that he has put in place, and the leadership that he has developed over his years in that leadership role. Mike, I want to turn it over to you, and I want to say thank you on behalf of the city of Huntsville. I want to present you with a coin from the city of Huntsville that says thank you for a job well done, and thank you for all the years.
Thank you, Mayor, so much. First of all, I want to thank you, Mayor, for all the kind words. But I must first say that I was at the top as a leader, but the accomplishment we made was not Mike Sublett's accomplishments. They were our department's accomplishments. I've had a great team working behind me. And, we stress in the fire service we're more team-oriented, I guess, than any other department is. We eat, sleep, live together. We take on a second family. And, no one person can do our job. It doesn't matter who's the chief, We're all firefighters. Even we just carry some different titles. But like I said, I want to commend our entire department for the support they have given me over the years. It has been tremendous in whatever rank I was in. I've worked for some awful fine people. I've worked under 4 different mayors. I've worked for 8 different fire chiefs. I'm telling my age a little bit here, I guess. But anyway, it's been an honor and a privilege. But let me back up and say I appreciate Mayor Battle for having the confidence to put me in the leadership as a fire chief. I can remember in my early career when he was a very, very young man and was a city council member. And he did a good job then, but I guess like all of us as we grow and mature, he's become an outstanding leader as the mayor of this city, and it's been an honor for me to work for him. My other boss, City Administrator Rex Reynolds, I appreciate everything he's done to support me. I've said it several times before. I'll have to say it again. He was our first public safety director. And as a police officer, hey, police officers, firefighters are firefighters. So a little skeptical of him taking that role. Would he really be there for us as firefighters? But he went above and beyond what I ever expected him to do for us. Has supported us unbelievably. And we were behind in certain areas. And Rex worked hard to help us bring the fire service up to where it is today. And I'll always be grateful for what he's done for that. Let me say that I've worked with a lot of people, a lot of department heads, a lot of city council members, and it has been such an honor to work with these people. We have so many professionals in all our areas of the city, and several of you here today, and I appreciate you coming to support me. But what an enjoyment it's been to work with you all. Anything I've needed from any other department, all I had to do is pick up the telephone and call. And I think that's one of the great things about this city. We do work as a team, individually as a department, but as an entire city we work together. And I'm going to miss a lot of you. There's no question. I'll miss all of you, and I appreciate everything that you've done to support Huntsville Fire and Rescue. I guess I'm going to close with saying that it is such an honor to be a firefighter. From the very first day I pinned that badge on my shirt, I thought, gosh, now I am a firefighter, and I can serve this community. And I can truthfully say, to this day, it's an honor every day. And when I put this badge on this morning, I thought, you're getting close to the end of your career, but Mike Sublett, you're still a firefighter, and you always will be a firefighter. And that is such a privilege. I don't think sometimes everybody realizes that. And our younger generation, I know they're going to make great firefighters. I know they're going to be great, but I know we've got to make sure we instill in them what a privilege and an honor it is to serve this community. It's small children look up to us as heroes, but we don't consider ourselves as heroes. We're just firefighters wanting to do our job, protect the city, protect property, but most of all, protect the individuals. And not only in the city, but we have a great opportunity to work with other departments out in the county, other fire departments there, supporting them. They support us. It's just, fire service is just one big happy family. We are different. I'm the first one to say. We can do some of the most griping and complaining of any employees anywhere. But, and we have, just like any family, we have our disagreements. But when that bell goes off, there's not a closer knit group anywhere, and every one of us would lay down our life for each other at any given time. And again, I want to thank the city of Huntsville for giving me this opportunity not to just be the fire chief, but to be a firefighter. Thank you so much.
You can see why we will miss Mike Sublett in his fire chief. And, where today's about recognition and appreciation, we have to talk about the future too. And I think it's a tribute to Mike and the leadership team that he's put together, that we have a lot of leaders sitting in that fire department right now today. And so the path forward, when we start talking about the path forward, we have a number of outstanding candidates within our fire department today who will be applying for this position, and we will open up we will open up the application process to all who are in our system right now. And we're going to keep our search internal because we do have so many leaders internally within the fire department. And we are very, very fortunate that through this transition period, Deputy Chief Howard McFarland, nobody will know him as Howard, you know him as Mac. And this Howard McFarland right here has agreed to serve in the interim role. And we know that he will do an excellent job. Mac has been part of that leadership team that Mike just talked about that has kept us as one of the premier fire departments, not only in the Southeast, but in the United States. And we're very, very proud of what they have done in the past. We're very, and we know that that same style of execution will happen in the future. So thank you, each of you, for coming out today. To Mike, we say congratulations, but also thank you for lots of years. And to Mac, it's on you now, buddy. but thank you for agreeing to hold it together during the interim period, because you do have so many professionals there. We're not worried about missing them, missing anything as we go through this process. So thank you very much. Thank you. Michael, get your coin.
Give a coin.
Yeah.